Hi everyone, welcome to my first video in regards to Otley. Obviously I used to live here for 27 years and now I've been a traitor and deserted Yorkshire. I moved over the hill to Lancashire. How very dare you. Anyway, this first video is going to be on Otley Railway Station. Working on the railway myself, obviously I had to do the railway station. So I'll give it a go. Here is the history of Otley Railway Station. For more than a century, Otley's railway was of major importance to the town, carrying goods and people to neighbouring communities. But it's now more than 57 years since the last train ran and the rails on the route were dismantled. The town's railway station was opened as a joint venture between the North Eastern Railway and the Midland Railway in 1865 and closed in 1965. There has been a lot of talk about it being given a new lease of life as a traffic-free walking and cycle greenway for the first section of the Wharfdale Greenway, which could, and the word could is in there, eventually, stretch all the way from Poole in Wharfdale to Bolton Abbey. Then again, it might not. Now, the railway itself through Otley had been in existence for over 100 years, obviously, as I've just mentioned, and the first train arriving from Leeds via Arvington on the 1st of February 1865, to the last timetable train departing to Ilkley on the 20th of March 1965. The route connected eastwards to the Leeds-Harrogate line at Arthington and westwards to Guiseley-Ilkley-Skipton, near Menston and Berlin-Wharfdale. Now from Arvington the route passed through Poole and on to Otley, passing under the A660, by a tunnel, believe it or not. The route then followed the current bypass route until West Shevin Road, where the track bed continued along the bottom of the Shevin to cross the Bradford Road at Ellergill and onto Milnerwood Junction, where lines to Menston and Burnley diverged. The railway station and goods facilities in Otley covered around half a mile in length between West and East Shevin Roads. For passengers, the station building was sited just to the east of the top of Station Road and was in the similar style to Ilkley. It remained largely unaltered until demolition circa 1970. Originally, access from the station building to the westbound platform was possible only by walking across the tracks. The footbridge was only there to allow pedestrians to cross from Station Road to access the path up the Shevin via Birdcage Walk. When somebody finally saw sense, the subway was eventually added in 1892, and clearly this was a major event, as reported in the Wharfdale issue on the 22nd of April 1982, with a song being written to celebrate the occasion. Right, flip me. There were no doubt busy periods for Otley passengers, with 51 trains per day reported in 1906, but this had been reduced to a mere 5 by 1964, handling on average of just 21 passengers per day in the last 10 years of operation. This may have justified closure at the time, but surely would have been much increased by today's commuter requirement. The undated photo in this video shows a busy scene at the station. I'll leave you to find that yourself. Goods were a major source of traffic. There was a large two-storey stone warehouse with adjoining office to the west of Station Road. This been added to in 1898 with a single-storey extension. A weighbridge with office was adjacent to Station Road, and the metal bridge, still being in existence to this day, is in one of the pictures. Two concrete prefabricated animal feed storage buildings were added circa 1959. A photograph from 1968 shows goods facilities looking west from the top of Station Road. The coal yard was sited adjacent to East Shevin Road. This provided an elevated double-track dock where coal was deposited from wagons to 8 separate bays below for the collection by local coal merchants. A coal depot photograph shows a wagon from Otley Gas Company unloading in the 1930s. An array of goods sidings was provided to the west of the warehouse, extending to West Shevin Road. Adjacent to that road was a loading dock approximately 150 yards long to allow loading/unloading at wagon level via a ramp. Military equipment destined for Farnley and Western camps, farm animals and circuses were known to utilise this facility. A photograph from 1964 shows the dock with Burris Lane in the background. The goods yard contained a 10-ton crane. Although removed in 1966, the base of this still survives among the undergrowth, which is in one of these pictures somewhere, and the photograph from 1956 shows the crane with bales of wood pulp destined for Garnett's paper mill. And those of you who live in Otley will be very familiar with that company. So there we go, everyone. There is the brief history of Otley Railway Station. I hope you've enjoyed what is my first video and my first attempt at doing such a thing. Apart from obviously my YouTube channel where I've done a load of videos, railway videos on Poole in Wharfdale. I've done tons on Bradford for my sins. So if you do like history videos, then please do check out my YouTube channel, which is called Andy to Know, or if you're into hashtags, hashtag limited clearance, where you will find a fair few videos. So a few people have asked for me to look into the Western Lane camp, the prisoner of war camp. I found some slight information on it. We won't really make much for a long video. So I'm going to try and tie it in with obviously the Farnley camp, which used to exist at Farnley Hall. And when I get all that together, then I will quite obviously put a video together. So please tell me what you think. Please be kind in the comments below. Like, share and subscribe. I think I've said it that I can do. If not, then that's my fault. But please do comment, and if there's anything that you think that you would be interested in knowing about, it could be about the cattle markets, it could be about the civic centre, it could be, I would say, about the old bus station, but I tried to do some research on that and there's hardly anything. I've done some research on Samuel Ledyard's, I think I've pronounced it right one way, so that will make a video. It can be on absolutely anything. I will also say on my YouTube channel there is a video that I have done about the Bramhope Memorial, which is at the side of the parish church. So until the next video, thank you very much for listening and having time to listen to this, and goodbye.